For banners, channel art, and other several designs, make sure to check out Who's Mr. Chicken's YouTube channel. He's made several designs for me in the past, so I can guarantee he does an amazing job. Speed art, whatever. If you enjoy his content, make sure to subscribe and also follow him on Twitter because he is an amazing designer. Just a bit of a warning before the video plays, this may contain some butt hurt, so you might want to grab a seatbelt. What's up guys, this is your boy Black Triforce. If you did not know, yes I'm Black, and I'm back on the track like I never left, and today I just want to talk about the power of Oppai. Now this will be a bit of an opinion / speculation piece about Fire Emblem Fate's new features that a lot of hardcore fans seem to be bashing and or hating. Just note that this is both an opinion and a speculation type of video, and nothing here is fact, but I do want to release some of the edge and criticisms about the features for those who just want to enjoy the game at its 100%. This is not a video that was intended for hardcore fans, but for those who are just interested and just want to enjoy the game when it releases. For those who don't know, Fire Emblem Fates, or Fire Emblem IF, is the latest game in the series and is to arrive in the US on February 19th. And many are speculating that the game is going to be censored left and right for the features that are present in the game currently. And I am somewhat of a fan, but not to the point of bashing newer features that are meant to bring in a more casual audience, especially if that casual audience helps gaming companies create more content. In the case of Fire Emblem Fates, I think the features presented are innocent enough to be brought over to the West without censorship, but because this happened in the past with Arja's ass, it wouldn't be surprising to see it happen again. I mean, Kamui, aka Corrin, is already censored in Smash Brothers, and many people are freaking out about that already, at least the female version of it. So here's my take on the issues and why people should just calm down and let the game release before busting a blood vessel with rage. Alright, let's begin. First things up, I want to talk about the rubbing features. The rubbing features are funny, point blank. They all look so fun to mess with. I don't see a problem with it considering it was clearly added for fun and not for some Senran Kagura action. Wink, wink if you know what I'm talking about. It's not meant to encourage anything except to bond with your units, and you have to admit, it would be pretty funny to see like one of the captains or one of the characters with a hard stone face. You know those guys that always look mean all the time. It'd be funny to see them smile when you rub them on the eyebrow or something, or you rub them on the cheek or the head. It would also be weird in real life if they weren't a couple, or they weren't father and son, or daughter and mother, or whatever. But it's a video game, so just chill out and have fun. It's confirmed that the units can't feel anything below the neck, and plus nobody said much when Pokemon did it. I mean, if you want to go to the dark side, I mean, look at Gardevoir. Gardevoir made people make the craziest pictures. This Pokemon has so many weird pictures, and they had the rubbing feature in that game, but you didn't see people bash that unless you have an extremely dirty mind. Most people would look at this innocently. Most people. Moving on. The second feature that a lot of people seem to have a problem with is changing outfits. Hardcore fans of the series, especially, they kind of hated the rubbing feature. They thought it was a useless feature, and they also said the same about the ability to change outfits. Not all, but some said that it's a problem. But once again, I don't see a real issue with it. Sure, you can strip them down to their underwear, but you can do the same things in Xenoblade Chronicles and Chronicles X. They're both teen-rated games, by the way. Plus, the ability to change outfits is what made Pokemon X and Y more enjoyable for the player. You can show off different combinations of clothing in battles and look like a boss as you destroy online opponents. I, for one, am most hype about this because customizations keep me interested in the game. As mentioned before, I am somewhat of a fan enough to enjoy and welcome new ideas, and this is one I can get hype about because everyone needs more than one set of clothes. I am tired of seeing it in games, and I'm tired of seeing it in shows. Let's do this. And the last feature is probably the most controversial feature, rightfully so. It's about relationships, more specifically with your so-called brothers and sisters of each respective side. Now, I, for one, am not too accepting of the incest-wincest relationship, but in the case of Fire Emblem Fates, it's kind of iffy. I don't think it's like what most people are imagining. They call them stepbrothers and stepsisters, but what they really should be pointing out is that Kamui / Corrin is adopted and has no blood relationship with any of the characters aside from, his mother and an unmentioned father so far. I mean, there's no confirmation until we get the localized version. So the avatars are at best legally brother and sister, according to some people, of certain units. I'd also like to note that, again, the relationships of the units aren't set in stone due to the language barrier, and that getting everything in its localized form would make for a better experience to review and talk about. Also, the marriages with these units are optional, and the player doesn't have to get with them in the first place. Out of the 3 complaints most hardcore fans have, this is the one that gets brought up in forums and discussion videos, everything else. And like I said before, it's rightfully so. I mean, after all, lack of information is what encouraged me to make this type of video, and I just mainly want to calm everyone down and have them breathe a little bit. We don't have the game yet, so nothing's set in stone. Let's just wait for it. But the whole point of this video is that if you're picking Birthright to enjoy smooth experience with the features noted in the video, that is awesome, and I'm stoked to have more people enjoy the series, because that means we might have another Fire Emblem in the future. However, if you're picking Noir, Conquest, the harder combat and challenges, but is mainly for Camilla's Oppai, welcome to the team, brother! This has been Black Triforce Peace, and just remember, Oppai is indeed life. It is indeed life. Thank you.